what if this war will come not even closer, and what if it will sweep all over Ukraine? But I never thought that there will be a war like this, where it's a full-scale war with shelling, with rockets, with air raids, with basically it's like genocide of Ukrainians, because this is not a war just among professional soldiers. Everyone is involved, and Russia shells apartment buildings, and it's not safe. And I never thought that this will happen in Ukraine, and especially after the Second World War. And I think everyone who was born in the former Soviet Union knows a lot about Second World War, and there are songs and there are movies, and it's like a special part of the culture where it says that never again, never again. We don't want to see it. Whatever may happen, but not that. And this is exactly what happened, and this is exactly what Russia started in February 2022. When the war started in our city and all over Ukraine, and that I will always remember that day, it's February 24th, 2022. And I got up in the morning. I knew I had to be at work at 8, and my wife had to go to teach. She's a public school teacher, and our kids had to go to school. And when we got up that morning, we knew that something started. No one believed that it will be what we have now, and everyone was checking the news, but we all heard some explosions, and we went on news channels and started to check the media, and it really did happen. Like every major city was hit by a missile, like major airports and military bases, and everyone knew that this is the war. And we heard of some explosions. And yes, I had to go to work because we had full-time students on our campus, and by the time I got there, all the students were in the basement, packed, ready to go home. And of course, everyone heard that the war started, so public transport stopped working, and people started to panic and buy things in supermarkets, and we started to see these lines to get more gas and so on. So we had to make sure that students will go home and to their parents, and that was the first day of war. And they all went home, and it wasn't as easy as in normal circumstances.